Happy Friday once again. Frank Rock, House of Orange Sports Channel coming at you. Thank you guys for tuning in with me. The BaseVols, Tennessee men's baseball team. Not that there's a women's, but Tennessee baseball team takes another victory tonight, 3-2 over Missouri. They can do it in numerous ways. Last night, 10-1. Tonight, 3-2. Let's get right into this thing. And talking points number one, QB1, Drew Beam. He delivers tonight. 7 1/3 innings, 2 runs, 2 earned, 6 hits, 1 walk, 8 strikeouts. So it brings his numbers for the year: 3.20 ERA, 70 1/3 inning pitched, 33 runs, 25 earned, 14 walks, 65 strikeouts. He has given up 9 home runs on the year. You got to give him credit. He comes out, he takes the ball on a night where just the offense couldn't get it going tonight, but at the same time, you still have to give him that credit. He got the job done tonight as well. Kirby Cannell comes in, 8 pitches, 1 1/3 innings, 1 strikeout, faced 4 batters, and then Aaron Combs come in, 1/3 of an inning, got 9 pitches, 1 flyout. He did have no runs. He did get the save tonight for Tennessee. So, not a beautiful night from the lineup, but they still got the job done tonight as well. Things still happen on that. And just looking to summary with it. So I wanted to go back because I missed a little bit here of so going back with Tennessee scoring tonight. So Tennessee scored with Hunter Ensley, had a base hit. They had a pass ball at one point as well. Trying to see. Okay, Beam. That's what I was thinking. All right, Beam did give up the home run tonight. Gave up the 1 home run, the 2 runs. They pulled him. They brought Kirby Cannell in, did his thing for 1 1/3, and then Aaron Combs come in and did his thing. I ultimately think where they want to go is Aaron Combs being the closer on this team. I think that's where they wanted to go in the preseason. When he talked about Tony Vitello wanted to go with him earlier on, he just wasn't getting the job done. Aaron Combs, though, here the last few weeks has been pitching lights out. And, further proof of that was over the weekend against Kentucky. He had the long outing. He finished it off in style with that strikeout of the side when he finished it. But I think when it gets down to stretch, Aaron Combs doing his thing, I think that's probably where they're going to want to go as a closer. Now, there's going to be those nights, too, where your bullpen guy's going to go 4 to 5 innings, and they're probably going to use him for the week. I guess I don't know. That's an interesting philosophy that they have, and they've used that for a few years. I thought it cost them against Notre Dame a couple years ago because they brought Ben Joyce in when Blade Tidwell was getting rocked, and that game was almost out of reach, and they come in and used Ben Joyce and used him up for the weekend. He was done. They couldn't go to him on Sunday in that deciding game. I think Tony Vitello and Frank Anderson has to be careful with that. I guess it's fine right now, but when you get in that tournament, I don't think you necessarily want to use a guy up in one night. I would like to see him keep guys to 1 to 2 innings if possible when they get there. That way you've got your full bullpen pretty much available every night. Now, if they keep the route where they have Stamos start and Causey then goes for a while, it is what it is. I don't know. They have some interesting philosophies. I can't sit here and say I agree with them, but at the same time, I guess why should I question them when they're working? They're still ranked top 5 in the nation. I apologize for scratching my nose. Something keeps kind of tickling it here. But, we'll see where this team goes. We'll see what they look like in the postseason, because I think with the lack of options that they have, the lack of guys that they trust, I don't think you want to burn a guy up in one night, if at all possible with it. If AJ Russell's back and factors into the equation, that's a game changer. If he can give you a an inning or two. Maybe he possibly closes. Maybe he provides some middle relief. I'm curious to see how they go with that if he is available. But tonight the good thing is Beam went 7 1/3. Cannell with his 1 1/3. Let's see, he threw 8 pitches. Combs 9 pitches. They're both available tomorrow. All you used up pretty much last night was Causey. Everybody else should be good to go. The only 2 guys that should not be good to go tomorrow should be Causey and Beam. And, Beam did his thing tonight. QB1 steps up for them. The offense, what I like about this team, they can win in multiple ways. They can beat your ass one night, and they could turn around the next night and win a pitcher's duel like tonight, 3-2. This team can win multiple ways. They don't just have to mash bombs to beat you. Are they a lot better than Missouri? I think so, but Missouri hung with them tonight. Missouri's pitch staff did their job. And when I look at Missouri's pitching staff as well, their main guy went 5 innings, 2 earned runs. And then you had their bullpen. The last guy, Lucas, went 2 2/3, gave up 1 run, but he only gave up a hit and 2 strikeouts. So, they did a lot of things kind of small ball wise. They had to pass ball. Blake Burke had the grounder. It was an interesting formation. They had 3 guys played in on that right side. And Burke hit it right down. He really had perfect placement. I don't think if the Missouri guy would have fielded it cleanly, he could have had to play it home. But he kind of booted it a little bit. He got the out at first, but it allowed Cal Stark to come in and score. And what ended up being the difference in that game. Sometimes just a little bit of contact makes a difference. And it's definitely a lot better than striking out. And Tennessee did have 7 strikeouts tonight. Now look at their order. Main guys that stand out to me: Amick 2 for 4 tonight. Dean Curley 2 for 4. Neither one of them had any RBIs, but Curley did score a run. Dylan Dreiling had a walk. He had a run scored. Your RBIs: Burke had the 1 RBI, and then Hunter Ensley got in an RBI tonight as well. So Hunter Ensley's swinging a little bit. 1 for 3. I mean, we'll take it. Cal Stark 1 for 3, had a double tonight as well. And, things pay off a little bit. Still, your lineup is looking pretty good along the way. Now, you're looking at Christian Moore 3. Burke, his averages went down quite a bit here recently to 380. Amick back up to 366. Tears 357. Dreiling 317. Curley 323. Ensley 254. Bargo played tonight instead of Reese Chat 287. Cal Stark 274. So, especially with Cal Stark, the defense, he had a big pick. Missouri had the bases loaded. Guy got a little too far off. Cal Stark picked his ass off first base and ended the inning. Loved it. I love it. I hate the philosophy that you just let at any level. They don't do it much in college. You might do it a little bit in high school sometime. Just because you have a runner on third does not mean you forget about the runners behind them. I love the fact that guy gets over and gets asleep, gets a little cute, and Cal Stark picked his ass off. Loved it. Great job by Cal Stark on that. Again, little things. I've never thought Tony Vitello played small ball. I'm starting to see things this year. We've started seeing bunts recently. We're seeing pickoffs like that. We're just seeing these things. And, a big thing that stood out to me last night, just this team camaraderie. Cannon Peebles finally gets his first home run of the year, and that team went nuts. Cal Stark's the guy to greet him when they jumped up and did the forearm bashing. It's a team. It is a team. I don't know if you saw it last year. They still had their things they did, but this is a team now. We'll see where they go. The style of ball they're playing, they can win big, they can win little. That bodes well in the postseason. You have to be able to do it all, because if you're just relying on beating the crap out of teams, at some point you're going to meet a staff who's going to make you grind it out. Tonight was a grinded out win. All right. SEC every night could be a grind out game. How many different ways has Tennessee won this year? Gotta like what they're doing in that regard. I still think they need more reliable pitching, but hey, when Beam brings it like he did tonight, second and third, that's what you want. Cannell, Combs, they did their job, finished that game off. Game 3 tomorrow, 12 noon. Both teams have TBD listed for. I'm going to imagine, or I'm going to guess, and educated guess for Tennessee, it'll be Xander Sechrist, and maybe they announced something tonight on that, and I missed it. I was kind of doing a couple things back and forth, but I would definitely expect Sechrist, and I'd say you'll see a dose of Snead tomorrow as well, and then who else is pretty much everybody else is available tomorrow. But thank you guys for tuning in with me. If there's any kind of basketball news that breaks maybe late tonight or tomorrow, I'll try to bring that to you, or not try, I will bring that to you as well. But Lady Vols video I recorded earlier tonight about a possible visitor Clemson transfer, and yesterday talked about Atpara who come in, and apparently some people got upset. I got a few downvotes for that one, which I'm not worried about downvotes, but that one kind of puzzles me why what that would get downvotes. But must be Jonas Adu's family downvoting it. But my name's Frank Rock. This is the House of Orange Sports Channel. Last but most certainly not least, go Vols.